Looks like it's working. We just have a weirdly low bit rate right now. I don't know what the deal is. Go on. It'll probably get sorted. It's climbing now. I think Talco. I have but 3. It's not good. Hey man, good morning. Yeah. Okay, we're starting off the day with, the audio's working, everything, yeah? I got some spiced chai. They've actually not written chai tea. Usually they'll be like chai tea cha. I guess like they write the word tea like 9 times. It's really actually quite spicy. And I have got a tamago shoyu onigiri. Sugamo. Yeah, I'm not gonna go all the way over there. I anticipate this being like a half-day stream or something, but time gets away with me sometimes. Yeah, we should do that sometime. I don't know if you can drive up to Sugimon anymore though. So anyway, there's an egg and soy sauce inside of this rice ball. And it's like a drippy, like, not cooked egg. It is kind of cold today. My phone says it's 11. I think the map thing should be on, right? Did I turn that on? Give me the map, Scott. Today I'll put it on the screen, why not? Yeah, he's like tucked back. They keep moving him. Every time I go over there, he's like in a different place. He used to be like on the main drag. It was really nice. I'd jog over there. I'd run by, rub the dug butt every day. Oh, the bit rate is acting really strange today. Like it's like around 1,000. It probably won't be snowy here anytime soon. Doesn't usually snow in Tokyo, even if it does. Oh, that's good. Until like February. I don't know about that combination of soy sauce and chai latte, but yeah, worse things have happened. And then I haven't gotten one of these in a while. I probably should have warmed it up. You warm these things up for like just like a little bit, so not hot, just like a little bit warm. They're pretty good. It's just an egg sandwich. Didn't think about all the egg I was eating here, but I can't. Are eggs good for you, or like I can't remember because in the 80s they were like eggs are bad, and then they were like eggs are good, and they're like eggs are bad. Milk is good, milk is bad. Like you never. Hey, Danny. Eggs are fine this week. These things are so fucking good. I think it just tastes like salt though. I think it's just because they put salt in it. Jiminy. I'm not sure I've ever like taste tested like all the different versions. Maybe you should. all in moderation. Yeah, but then I gotta know how much moderation is. Because I really like eggs. I could just like double fist eggs all day. At what point have I gone over the line? Oh no, my fingers are all eggy. It's good news for licking. I kind of got tired of tamagoyaki. I think I burned myself on it. Like I ate it too much. But what if the other ones are better? No, Liz is crazy. You gotta try the other ones. You need to get a little way, keep them all the same temperature. And then go to each one of the 3 majors. And eat enough eggs that it's no longer in moderation and you have a health problem. And does Yayoi can have a presence in Korea? What you need to do is somehow give her these sandos and tell her that they're from, Family Mart? But have them from other places and see if she notices the difference. You can do a blind taste testing, but she can't know what's happening. Danny, I've noticed that you don't complain as much about life in Korea, like bureaucratic things and like just bullshit, that you did when you were in Japan. Are things there in that sense easier? Or is it that your wife like natively speaks? Her Japanese was really good too, wasn't it? Or is it just that you don't have somebody like to have camaraderie with about the daily frustrations? Yeah, it doesn't seem to come up as much. Like, just like, I mean, there's been a couple of things you've said, but I was supposed to shake it up. Damn, I always forget to do that. And I'm gonna get like a nuclear blast of 5 spices. Plenty of stuff to Alright, give me two shakes of what pig's peanuts. I'll be right back. It's like a French bulldog was like. Alright, so when I started the stream, I had a little bit of problem with the cable on the main camera. So let's hope that it doesn't have problems. I do have a spare, but it's just like a big pain in the ass. There's somebody in my driveway. It's just the neighbor. Okay, gotta turn on the audio system and then I gotta flip it. So, of course, as usual, there will be a slight interruption in service. Be right back.
I'm hoping that you guys are inside the helmet now. And tap test, tap tap, and testies tap. I found this like little spot that I want to drive to today. It looks like it's gonna be okay. We will go this, and it opens at 9, and it takes shit. It's gonna take an hour. Fuck. And it says it has restricted usage roads, so that could be interesting. I wonder what's going to happen. We'll find out. So we're going to drive down into Kanagawa. Whoa, I did something on my phone I've never seen before. Shit. No offense, but that message sounds pretty spammy. So if you're a real person, tell me what your favorite banana is. Yeah, is your favorite banana bananas? Split screen view. Okay, I pushed some button and it was bananas. Totally bananas. The only word to use right now is bananas. If you're a real person, welcome in. But I don't need any friends on Discord. Do, 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 do. Is this thing tight? It is not. I'm gonna go down into Danny. I'm going down into like the Kanagawa area today, just for the hell of it. Yeah, but that is a nice area. Okay. God, I'm hot. I told you that spam person would just, they never found out what their favorite banana was. I am today wearing a pair of motorbike pants that I've never worn before, that I bought when I was in America. It's finally cold enough to necessitate such things. So I spent yesterday preparing to launch another YouTube channel of VODs. So it'll be like all the live stream VODs will get dumped there, and we'll see if anybody ever watches them. But I have a shit ton of like backlogged VODs that I have scraped up. I don't have every one of them, but I have a bunch of them that go back like 4 years. And it'll probably still be a bit before I get the channel finished. All right, man, take it easy. You're gonna miss all the implants on though. So anyway, I should have a VODs channel coming sort of soon. I'm paranoid that that cable has come undone. Yeah, guys, yell at me if we get this no signal thing on the screen, and I'll switch the cables out. I'm just seeing the bitrate jump around. When the bitrate drops, it could be because that's happening. just had a little bit of trouble with it this morning. You like the vibe? Okay, I mean, yeah, we'll just see. I just don't know if we have a big enough viewer base to necessitate. I don't know if anybody will watch them. Like, we'll just see. It's kind of a lot of work, but not like an insane amount of work. Here, I'll just set this up so I can see OBS. There we go. I like the vibes of this guy's motorbike in front of me. Like with the metal, he's got these metal waterproof boxes on it. It's kind of cool looking. I had thought about a metal box for Scooty's top box, but it was like a lot more expensive. See if we can see Mount Fuji today. Be off in this corner here. Yep, there he is. Couldn't see any snow from this vantage point, but it's a little hazy, so if even it was there, I might not have been able to see it. I feel like the face cam is wobbling around more than usual, but maybe I just don't normally notice it. Is it okay? I think it is okay. It just wobbles a lot. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad, but it's usually pretty good about stabilizing itself. What kind of spam bot is like, be friends with me on Discord? I've been getting a lot of Discord spam lately, actually. From people who make like, it's really weird, it's targeted too. It's like somebody will make an account on Discord that appears to be like a large live streamer, and then they hit me up. A real motorcycle? Are you talking about mine? I didn't say that. This is a Scooty. Are you talking Scooty shit? Where's the, how do I ban somebody? Sounds like you might be talking smack about Scooty. Yeah, there's a motorbike, I think, is the command, if you want to see what I'm sitting on looks like. I got it. Woohoo! There you go. It looks like that, but I've done some modifications to it since the picture is taken. But generally, that's what it looks like. It's fairly large. It's like a scooter, but it's a scooter, but it's 400 cc's, so it's like heavy. It's big and heavy, but it is in the form factor of a scooter. And I think it's just the tits. Yeah, I mean, I did a month-long tour of Hokkaido last year on it, like camping with all my camping gear, and I filmed it all for YouTube, so I had a bunch of video gear and stuff with me. And I have plenty of room on it. And like, it gives me room for like, this is all the live streaming crap I've got with me right now. So I can just put this stuff between my legs and it's just here. It's nice. I can put saddlebags on the sides, which I have, and then maybe in the small camera you can see behind me there's a top box. So there's a whole bunch of stuff there, and you can fit 2 helmets, full-size helmets like this one, in that top box. You can fit like 1.5 of these underneath the seat. And then with the saddlebags and this thing between my legs, it's like a minivan. But yeah, people clown on it all the time. They're like, that's not a real motorcycle. And I'm just like, so? See all this shit I can move around? I went out for a ride with a friend, and he's got like a small Ducati, or not small, but like I think it might have been 600cc Ducati, so like a medium-sized Ducati. And he's like laughing at my minivan, and I'm like, you need me to carry your wallet for you because you got no room on there for your wallet. Stuck in the same traffic as me, son. It's crisp, but it's really nice out. Clear blue skies, baby. Hopefully the directions that Google has rerouted me on don't fuck up the signal. Being able to walk to work in the United States is a luxury. Yeah, I was just in the States, and I don't know if I'd feel comfortable on two wheels in the United States. It just feels a little dangerous. Like, in Japan, it's not too bad. People are cautious drivers. A lot of it has to do with the fact that people are always looking out for bicycles and stuff. So, like, when you see people turn into traffic and stuff, in their cars, like they look down the bicycle lanes, and that really you feel more visible here. And also the size of the vehicles is a lot smaller. That helps a lot. The speeds are a lot lower. I don't know. I think I might just be afraid to drive in the United States, to be honest. Like on two wheels, it was scary enough on four wheels. Let me look at this map really quick and make sure it's not screwing us. I don't think either path is going to be a problem. Okay, we're good. We'll just keep following what it's doing. Crossing over the Tama River. So how are things? Anybody got anything interesting going on? I'm out of things to talk about. Oh, I could have brought a scarf. That would have helped. I should just throw a scarf into Scooty. So whenever scarf emergencies arise, I'm prepared. A big pipe My man is laying pipe. My favorite candy. They have these things in Japan called Black Thunder, and they're pretty amazing. They often have different seasonal flavors. It's really rare for them to make a bad, like, special flavor. Like, they're really good. They're like kind of a crunchy candy thing, chocolate bar. Yeah, so probably recently, Black Thunder is the shit. When I was a kid, I really liked trash candy, like Skittles. Like, but that's just garbage. But for some reason, you know, I was a kid. I was stupid. Not that I'm a genius now, but I really, let's see, okay, here's some trash candy I still like. I really like cinnamon bears. I like cinnamon. I like that Twix was the reminder for dinner. I gotta get some Twix. Yeah, man, cinnamon bears. Do they have Cinnabon here? Maybe in the airport? Cinnabon is kind of disgusting, though. Yeah, Cinnabon. I ate at a Cinnabon when I was in the States, and it was terrible. Man, Scooty too thick for that hole. Let's see. Yeah, and it wasn't even like, I was like, okay, I'm getting this like really unhealthy Cinnabon, and it's gonna be really disgusting, but still like good. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, I expected it to be really not good, but something that was like, okay, one of these every 10 years is not gonna kill me. Hey, that's a old Scooty. And I was like, this isn't even like fun, like delicious. It's just fucking terrible. Like, it was just gross. Sorry, buddy. I got stuck. Ooh, I haven't had those Calpis gummies in a while. Those are alright. Like, Japan's gummy game is pretty strong. Ooh, nougat is good. No, yeah, no, I feel you on that. Yeah, good nougat. I don't know what a nougat even is, but yeah, it's good. As far as like the generic candies that like most people know, Snickers is actually not that bad. Like, it's actually kind of okay. It's really sweet, and like if I get a Snickers, I like want one of the mini ones, and like I'm okay, I'm good. Like, an entire Snickers bar is too much. Daito. I'm not for. I know what a Mars bar is physically, like I'm looking at it, but I couldn't tell you what the ingredients are. But yeah, cinnamon bears. I mean, they're probably like really bad for you. Get down on those. Like, I just like cinnamon candy, like a cinnamon jelly beans or something like that. It's just like cinnamon is sort of a flavor I don't get that much in my life. Freeze-dried marshmallow. Huh. The freeze-dried marshmallow to me sounds like it would kind of. That's like not the texture that I'm in the marshmallow game for, but I would be willing to try one. You know what's kind of not that good is Kit Kat. Kit Kats are waxy and weird. Japan does some of their sweets in this weird waxy thing too. Like, it's not totally uncommon. What are those? like chocolate covered almond things. Meiji, I think, makes them, and it's like the chocolate is really waxy. Nah, not into Kit Kat. I'm not a big fan of wafer either. It's okay, but I don't really see the purpose really. Uh-oh, it's the Popo. Like, I don't know, wafer just has never done it for me. A Lion bar. No, I don't think so. I don't even know if I've seen that. I do like jelly beans, even shitty jelly beans. Like jelly beans, I'm like totally fine with saying like this is trash jelly beans. Like the ones with the hard outside, you bite it and it kind of crumbles, and then it's kind of soft on the inside. Like I'm completely okay with a shitty jelly bean. Yeah, I think Twix is better than Kit Kat. I just don't like the Kit Kat. Kit Kat's, like the chocolate, like I said, it's just waxy. It's weird. Nah, licorice jelly beans are good. I like licorice too. Like dark licorice, red licorice, all of it's good. I don't segregate my jelly beans. Twix? No peanut butter. Wait. No, it's just caramel, right? Like a little cookie and some caramel and some chocolate? Isn't that it? I tried a Butterfinger again for the first time in a decade. Meh. I didn't realize, Benny, I missed what you asked, sorry. Oh, Twizzlers, yeah. Twizzlers aren't as good as they're better in your memory than they are in reality. That's my take. Little Debbie Nutty Buddies. I don't know it well enough to have an opinion. I think Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are better than Reese's Pieces. Oh, salty licorice. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm just into it. I like when you go to Sweden or whatever, and they've got all that like really crazy intense salty licorice. I'm into it. I like it. When I don't like it, it's like if it's too hard. I like my licorice to be a little soft. Like I don't want it to be like hard candy. That's too much for me. Reese's can't. Which I don't know which one's right. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm into that stuff. Yeah, that stuff's good. The Surströmming of candy. But Australia makes some banger licorice. Like they import a lot of, like if you go to import stores here, you can get Australian imported licorice in Japan. It's really good. It's usually pretty soft. In both the black stuff and the red stuff. Man, we need to go get some licorice. I feel like we've had this exact conversation on Twitch before, and I've ended up going and buying licorice. Hello. Oh, nice. Glad you finished it. Sweet. Glad to hear that. It'll be, if I ever film anything like that again, it would be a while, so I'm glad you dug it. But probably do something like that, maybe a little less intense. It was maybe too much. Oh, damn. There's a haunted Dax right next to me. Over there. Well, not that. No offense to that guy, Scooty. It's fine. But there's a little blue Dax sitting over there for sale. If I was one of those really, really big, rich live streamers, we would just go buy that right now. It would be fun. Like, okay, yeah, whatever. Fuck it. It's $5,000. Let's just buy it. Be scooting around on a Dax 20 minutes. If only that was how it worked in Japan. The foamy things in randoms? I don't know what that means. Like, I know all those words, but I don't know how they glue together. Oil Kokan. I do need to get Scooty's oil changed. I haven't gone far enough for it, but it's kind of been a while. Wow, that's a dope logo. Look up Rosso Cafe if you can on the internet, like where I'm at. I'm in Hachioji probably. Rosso Cafe, the dog. It's got this, like, this, just the dog's head on the logo, like on the sign. It looks great. Let's go straight. Pistachios are good. Oh, randoms is the name of a candy. Okay, that fills in that sentence for me a lot then. I was like, what? We still speaking English here? Does this lane still go straight? Alright, here's a question. What's the best pie? Like, you got the lemon meringue, you got the cherry, you got the blueberry, the huckleberry. The Hitchhiking in Hokkaido series was fun to shoot too. Both of those, though, I think they just ended up being way, way too long. Like, people were like yelling at me, this is old, blah, blah, blah. And I get it. But I think most people would film something like that and make one video that's like 20 minutes long. Apple pie? Pumpkin pecan, that's good. Hey, Florian. Yeah, I don't know. I really have this like special place in my heart for the standard, like cherry, apple, like the basics. The most exotic one that I think I like, I really like lemon meringue pie. But it's got to be a good one. There's a lot of room to fuck that one up. Yeah, lemon meringue is good. Ooh, pumpkin pie is good. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, I guess the better question is, are there any bad pies? We have a pretty good pie place near our house. That bunny distracted me. Is rhubarb bad? I think I may have had it once. Just raisins? Just like a pie made of nothing but raisins? It sounds like a prune pie. Did somebody give you a prune pie and trick you? The trees are starting to change color. Yeah, it seems like with rhubarb, you would just balance that out with some sugar. I don't know. I would like to try a rhubarb pie, but my odds of finding one around here are low, though. Okay, explain raisin. What is raisin pie? Is it seriously just a pie with raisins? Yeah, savory pies are fine. I'm specifically talking about sweet ones at the moment, but um, but yeah, I like savory pies are fine. I get down on some hot pockets. It seems like it's a good thing you never heard of this raisin pie. Everybody's clowning on it. Yeah, I think the problem with pumpkin pie is it's easy to make it bad, but when it's good, it's really good. But it's really like sometimes I've had some pumpkin pie. I'm like, yeah, this is terrible. Green pie, I forgot about that. That should have gotten more views. Yeah, that raisin pie seems a little weird. Chicken pot pies are good. I went through a long time period where I hated them because we ate them a lot when I was growing up, and it just burned me out on it. But yeah, no, I recognize that they're good. Sorry about the sniffles, guys. It's a little cold out here. Ponta-kun? No, it's just a chicken restaurant. Like for eating chickens, not for chicken customers. Eroica? Eroica. What is that? This is a weird place to feel like it's almost got like not quite red light district situation, but a little bit. Like there were like snacks and stuff like all over there. That's weird. Savory minced meat pie. Tortilla said it weird, and I can't see it enough to understand what it is. I'm not familiar with that word. There's a couple of places, like, what is that place called? Pie Face or something? It's like a chain from Australia. I don't know if I still have those here, but that was a thing in Japan for a while. I take a right on 173, but this road, despite being numbered there, is not numbered here. Okay, we're good. B Drive. This was this car in front of me. It says B Drive. It's a learning to drive school. What is that called? Driving school. That's a lot of chicken pot pies. It's kind of gross. Was he just doing it because he was hungry, or was it like for the lulz? Yeah, I'm pretty cold now. Like, even with all my gear on, my hands are a little cold. You should go to Sizeria and get you a plate of tea. Get a plate of those peas. You'd be into it. Or rolling behind the Alphard. This is like sort of the countryside, sort of the suburbs. It's like we're not quite to the countryside yet, but we're getting there. We're kind of on the edge. I would call this suburbs still. My favorite restaurant chain? I don't eat at chains that often. I really try to eat at like locally owned places or like, mom and pop shops. I mean, the joke is Caesarea, but it really isn't. One of my favorite, I think Skia is probably up there with one of my favorite restaurant chains. If we're going American restaurant chains, probably gonna have to say Arby's. That's only a half joke. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of coming to blank on that question. This is pretty. I'm not sure I have ever driven up this road before. It doesn't look familiar. Oh, cool. We're going to get to behind the B car. B drive. Oh yeah, Danny, those things, I don't know how to say it, but I know what you're talking about. Those things are good. The hotoke or hotok or something like that. Fuel cell buses. Huh, that's cool. I'm surprised to see them outside of the city. Hotok. Hotok? Am I saying that right? I don't know. Let me cut the comment. So are fuel cell buses flat on the underside? I guess they probably are, right? That's my biggest gripe, aside from like pollution. The way regular buses, like the back end goes up, it sucks. The tree colors are nice. Is Ferris Bueller about Ferris Bueller, or is it really about Cameron? You know what I mean? Like, what's the actual... Because, like, Ferris Bueller doesn't change in that movie, but Cameron has a lot of growth. It's like, that's where the actual character growth is. I'm not claiming that I came up with this idea, but I saw somebody talk about it on the internet. Now I'm curious about it. I've been thinking about it. Need to rewatch that movie, come up with some conclusions. Like, it almost feels like Ferris Bueller is just a vessel for the Cameron story. Tadamachi West. Ferris Bueller, probably Ferris Bueller. I feel like The Breakfast Club is good. Don't get me wrong, it's a good movie. It feels like a little more locked in its time than Ferris Bueller. But I do like both films. They're quite different, even though they're both like, coming of age type movies. You didn't pay attention to Ferris, you gotta watch it again, man. That movie's fucking good. good teacher, by the way, sharing the classics. I saw a little bit of the Goonies recently too. Like I'd forgotten exactly. I should rewatch that movie. It's another banger. Goonies is a Spielberg joint, right? Wow, that bee got really close to me. Like uncomfortably close. Yeah, I think the thing with The Breakfast Club is the challenge of The Breakfast Club is, despite it being a good movie, is it's very like it's all in one place, right? But it does make you feel like you're in detention. Not that I would know. It's kind of amazing they haven't tried to remake the Goonies or like make it a fucking Netflix series or something where they're like, yeah, it's gonna be amazing, and they like, we're gonna make 9 seasons, and they make 3.5 seasons and stop. Oh, for the movie, because he was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. The same dude, right? Yeah, dude, the Goonies slaps. I'm gonna assume, Normani, that your age is a little younger than mine, just based on the fact that no Ferris Bueller, no Goonies. Yeah, are they gonna make? They're gonna make some horrible. They're gonna make some horrible Goonies remake. It's gonna happen. Yeah, it's definitely pushed us in a direction. I don't think I've ever been where we're at before. Like, I feel like it's pushed us in a different direction than it usually does. There must have been traffic in another way or something. It's okay. We're gonna be to the destination point that I set in about 10 minutes. Yeah, Danny, I've sort of just given up on media that is being made in the modern day, mostly. Okay, that's a good question. Has there ever been a good remake? I'm sure there's been a good remake somewhere back there. I'm sure something exists. Now we're definitely getting more into the countryside because there's farms and stuff. There's farms kind of where we live too. Alcohol store. Booze, baby. Yeah, there must be at least one good remake. Oof. That was a weird bump in the road. Looks like we've got some vineyards up here. Whoops, wrong straight here. True Grit. I never saw either. That was a remake, right? I don't think I've ever seen either of them. Yeah, but I wonder if like there's like an older movie or something that got remade that we're not thinking of, like something not from the modern, like a remake from like the 80s, like the remake happened then. All right, Scooty. We're turning. I don't think I saw Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka. Yeah, okay, so this is countryside. Ice Bunny, if you're still here. Was The Wizard of Oz really, like it was a remake? From a silent film? Was it a silent film originally? I didn't know that. I mean, I know it was adapted from a story. And the Wizard of Oz with Judy Garland, that's a pretty good movie. They did a pretty good job. This says I can't ride Scooty up here. So we may not get to go all the way up here. Yeah, I think there's a no Scooty sign. Dude, that's so fucking annoying. Yeah, let's see how far we can go up here. Okay, it says in 1,000 meters, no more Scooties. Dude, this is my biggest gripe with Japan's, like, road laws. I pay fucking taxes. And I can't take my Scooty someplace? Yeah, I can go on larger highways if I want, but I'm not into it. I don't have an ETC reader, which is like the thing that like pays your tolls to get you into things. So that causes some complications. It's quite expensive to get one, so I just haven't bothered. Wow. What a dick. What a total asshole. They were waiting for pedestrians. Sometimes yeah, I don't know, is this an orange? Might be, doesn't look like an orange. It's some yeah. I do have choice nose chicken swanks. It won't squeak. It won't squeak. The squeaker doesn't work. There we go. Bigfoot, thanks dude. Oh god, you guys squeeze it really hard. My cock is frozen, guys. Wow. What a dick. What a total asshole. They were waiting for pedestrians. Sometimes I hate to admit this, like publicly, but I actually do still use it. Not very often. I know I would never stream with it because, yeah, I'm not insane. But I do. The one thing it does do and never gives me problems, the only thing that it's ever not given me problems with, it makes time lapses pretty reliably. Yeah. Hey, we're back. I missed some chat there since I didn't have any signal. So yeah, I got to a point where it's like no motorcycles here. And like the logic is they don't want people going up there and driving with loud motorcycles. But like Scooty's not loud. Like, what? Why can I not drive? It's just a country road. It's like up in the middle of nowhere where there's hardly anybody at. But I think you probably have a problem with like teenagers going up there on motorbikes and racing. So they just make it so no motorcycles can go. And this pisses me off because like I'm not doing anything illegal and I pay taxes. Like I pay for the roads the same as anybody else does. And I can't go someplace because somebody else is an idiot. Like, I find this very annoying. I'm like, I can get a ticket. Add 20 minutes to my drive now because it is signed that it's here not for, and if it was for a safety reason, like the road is like not okay for driving on because with motorcycles, like there's something wrong with the infrastructure, I get it, that's different. But that's not what this is. So anyways, I'm going to go back. And there's another road that kind of runs parallel up there. I'm going to see if I'm allowed to drive up that road. And sometimes it's like actually not even signposted that well. Like it's hard to tell sometimes. Like they were actually pretty generous with the way that they wrote out no motorbikes here. But sometimes you'll be like, all of a sudden you're on a road and you're like, wait, I can't be on here? What the fuck is happening? Like I never saw the signs. Thank you for the follow. Anyway, rant over. A friend of mine is a twin. His twin brother works as a stunt coordinator. Has actually doubled for Uma in Kill Bill. Oh wow, cool. I respect Quentin Tarantino's movies, but I don't tend to like them. But I like that he's a man with a vision and he makes content that he wants to make and he's passionate about it. I respect that. And I do think like his movies are good, they're just not for me, if that makes sense. I can't quite deal with the level of violence in a lot of them. Can I get a test shot? Yeah, same thing. 2,400 meters. You can't go any farther with the motorbike. So that's probably right at the same point where these roads join. Thanks for the test shot. Driving up there. All right, I'm just gonna turn around and see if there's anything else to drive to. I don't plan on streaming for like all day today, so I was just like, I wanted to get out of the house and just go for a ride. But that is not gonna happen right now. Miyagase is a bit far. Oh, that's way far. You can't click the button that's like zooms me back into home. We'll go to wherever I just touched. I don't know where it is. I just touched something and it's like, eh, drive me there. This lady gave me a real stink eye when I drove by a minute ago. She's just like a rough lady. So I always wonder, like, what if you live? Sometimes there's houses like up where there's no motorcycles, like allowed. What if you live up there? You have a motorcycle, you just fucked. Or do you show you're like look, I live up here to the cop, and they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, she blasted that red. Looks like they have a little house for putting down salt. They probably live in houses near the gas stations, I guess. Yeah, I mean, sometimes though, you'll be in America, like in the middle of America, and you'll find a gas station, and it feels like you're hundreds of miles from anything. He didn't see me. That was almost scary. So on my map, I basically just like looked. I found a body of water and just touched the go button. So we're going towards the body of water. We were gonna go. I was headed up towards a little pond, but we didn't make it. Yeah, I swear since I put that new battery in Scooty, he idles like 100 RPMs lower than he used to. Like it's just, and it makes him rattle a little bit. He's like a little bit off. Something is like a tweak off, and I wonder if I can change the idle somehow. Like it just needs to be turned up like a tiny bit. But I guess it makes sense. Like the battery, for some reason, is making the idle. Like maybe the voltage is a teeny tiny bit off or something. I don't know how that works. There's just that there definitely is something a little tiny different. Yeah, I mean, like on an older, like non-computerized machine, you just like can turn a screw and like the idle goes up or whatever. But who knows how it works with something like this? Scooty's not too many computers, but you know there's some hiding in there somewhere. And it hasn't caused any problems. He stays on. It's just when you're sitting still, it's a little bit like rougher feeling. Katie noticed it too, like without having been told about it. She was like, it seems like he's idling weird. Like when we're sitting still, like she was like, it's just like rougher. There's like a community of people that are into these specific scooters too, so I can probably just ask. Somebody will know. Or I can just not worry about it, because I don't think it's a problem. I need some licorice pie now. So I think this way goes to Miyagase, which is a lake, I think. Yeah, I'm not totally sure which lake I touched that we're headed towards. No, they beeped at somebody else, but it startled me. Somebody like at the light going the other direction. They hadn't moved. They were sitting there, so they were like, give them the like, you need to go beep. Yeah, I was like, did I just do something wrong? Oh, I think I know where we're going. We've streamed out here a couple times. The Shiroyama is the mountain that's in front of us. We've hiked up that on stream. We are not doing that today. It's probably an appropriate temperature here. I think we have like a high of 15 today. That's not totally wrong for early November. However, Mount Fuji didn't get snow on it until November, and that's never happened before. Usually it snows on Mount Fuji in October at the latest. So that was abnormal. And the fall leaves are not changing as early as they usually do. So yeah, it probably is a little warmer than normal, just not today. Today is kind of normal. It's a bit cool today. Hey Marlo, what's up, man? Yeah, I hiked up this hill one day on a stream, and there's dog shit signal up there, but we did it anyways. And I'm gonna go over here too. There's like a little Michino Eki. I'll slide over here. And I'm gonna stop here, hang out for a bit, and then probably just head home. And do like a half-day stream thing today instead of a full thing. Then go home and get some work done. It's a Konko Center. Where is the motorbike parking area? It said it was to the right, but I guess you just don't need a shot. There we go. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's specifically for motorbikes. Yep. You don't see it everywhere, but a lot of people tour through here, like on motorbikes. This is like a really common path to go up to Mount Fuji. You got about, I don't know, that, whatever that is. What about maybe a meter or something? So you probably suck up 2 spots. But you're not like restricted to parking in these. If you just parked in a car parking spot, nobody would care. Yeah, Goldwing might. You don't see things like that big that often here. It does exist, but it's kind of rare. How is the battery life on the microphone system doing? Probably be a smart thing to just charge it while I'm here for a few minutes. This microphone system has gotten kind of old, and the batteries are showing signs of wear. It does not get quite what it used to get. So as annoying as this is, I really should replace it eventually. And the thing that's annoying about that is I want 2 microphone systems total, and I have half of one now. Let's see. Wow, the data here is shit. What is this? It's really low. Bell box. Oh, you know what? Maybe I screwed this up. This could be on me. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. I don't know, it's been bad all day. It's weird. You know what? I think I might have been bonding off of one connection. I think I fucked something up. I think my phone, which is like one of my connections wired, was connected to my hotspot. So I think it was using one hotspot for both data. Whoops. Yeah, I'm trying to get the wireless connection to work. And I know the sub camera is locked up at the moment. Yeah, I went out without really thinking about the day today. I just like grabbed everything. Was like, I'm going for a ride. So that's exactly what happened. But yeah, the data here is kind of grim. I'm gonna move us over to a different camera really quick, and we're gonna go just walk around. It'll take me just a second to make the switch, and there will be an audio jump because I'm a bad streamer. I'll be right back. It's either gonna, yeah, there it is. Ass.
Yeah, there's ass.
There's ass. Data looks like it's getting better. I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. Just leave the motorbike pants on. I'm gonna change my pants out here like a barbarian. Yeah, it's pretty wild. The data is like bouncing all over the place. But it's all good as long as it sort of works. We're getting gray screens, everything. I don't know where. I shouldn't have locked the top box. I didn't lock the top box. I'm just an idiot. Wallet time. Put TTS back in my ears. I have no idea if this, like, I assume this place is open. Actually not totally sure. Good Lord. Yeah, if I had a dog, it would be we would definitely have a scooting dog. I would definitely train that dog to be comfortable on two wheels. But she had a dog like on her back. She's driving a car. Yeah, I've streamed out here before, and I've never seen like this kind of weird data stuff. I've never seen this before here. Blue inverted? What? Do I need to check something? Yeah, that panda bun is in our future. Do you have any warm drinks here? Is this a Mookie? Mookie Coulson. That is. Mookie Coulson. We can make a pie. This mugi is buckwheat. This is a little expensive, but it's interesting looking. Blueberry jelly. I think we're gonna get a barley. I'm sorry. Yeah, barley. You're right. What is it? From yesterday? And at half price. So I got a half price panda. Hold on a second here. We could just get an apple pie. We were talking about pie earlier. What the hell is this? Oranda Bure. What's an Oranda Bure? I don't know what that means. And this looks like a peanut flavored bread. I don't know which one's which. Yeah, this one's peanuts. We get a half price peanut thing? Oh, they have them. Shit. Too much bread? Probably too much bread. I'm just gonna get the panda. How much is this bastard? I don't see a panda thing. Yeah, it's a hot dog bun, but it's got like peanut butter inside of it apparently. I'll get it. Fuck it.あ、ちょっとまだ大丈夫です。2点で172円ですね。はい。あ、すみません。大丈夫ですね。はい、大丈夫です。202円。はい。30円とレシピの回数ですね。ありがとうございます。I like peanut butter. This isn't going to be peanut butter though. It's going to be cream or something. It's going to be weird peanut cream stuff. Let's just go over here. Physical data is better over here than it is over at the motorbike. So let's come over here. There's like a lake right here. And I was hoping that maybe I could find a warm drink in a vending machine. American coffee. A whole bunch of different coffees over here. American coffee is bad, right? milk and mild. Got the Cafe Ore American. Let's see. What do we feel on? We should do the American thing and go in the Cafe Ole. Okay, that's the American thing. In we'll do this. I can't think of the word, like to represent the downfall of American civilization in memory of America. Ginger ale is usually pretty good here. It's often spicy, but it is also cold. But sometimes you can get literal. I've had hot ginger ale. It's good. Yeah, it's really nice out. It's beautiful. I only have one cow pill here, so this could get problematic for my butthole. But let's see if it's possible. I might have some extras in this little bag here. Give me a second. Camera's gonna be weird. Chat overlay is Streamlabs, I think, because I have never ported over, even though I know there's like things that you don't want to chat. I've never ported my Streamlabs over to anything else because I've been lazy. Oh, it's a little cold. Good news. Yeah. That felt like it was carbonated. Yeah, I mean, I think that the chat is fine. I just know that Streamlabs like kind of is like politically kind of messy, right? Like with the way that they behave in the community or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it usually works. The only problem is every once in a while, Streamlabs just logs you out, and you have to log back in to get it to work again. And it's annoying, obviously, if you're IRL. It's like, oh, I got to log into this thing, and I should probably split those pills up, actually. This is like my emergency bag for like if I am walking around, I forgot my wallet or something. It's got like 1,000 yen in it and some cow pills. Yeah, Katie carries cow pills as well. And still I end up times where I'm like, oh shit, I don't have any. That American coffee thing is actually pretty good. So that like thing is like attached to the streaming bag. Yeah, it took me a while to build the way that Streamlabs thing, it was like fighting with CSS for a while to get it to look like this. Yeah, and the transparency is like one of the things. I think that's why I ended up at Streamlabs. I couldn't figure it out with anything else. I think that this was years ago though. Like this is my chat has been like that for quite a while. Okay, this is the hot dog bun that is actually going to have peanut butter inside unless the sign was wrong. It does feel a little bit like yesterday's bread. And yeah, it's full of peanut cream. It's a lot of bread and not very much peanut butter cream. And it's like not like peanut butter. It's vaguely peanut buttery, but it's sweeter than that. And the texture is very smooth. Yep. Fuck, it's cold. Do I hate it? No, it's all right. If you came into this, yeah, like a Reese's cup. Yeah. If you came into this and you were like, I'm having peanut butter, you'd be disappointed. But if you come into it thinking, I'm having a thing that I maybe haven't had before and I'm going to try it, you'd be like, oh, it's fine. Comparison is the death of joy. Is Johnny Smalley in jail yet? How's that going for him? Anybody check lately? Banana would be good. I wouldn't say no to a banana right now. Yeah, I know he's banned from leaving Korea. He's not gonna get no 10 years in jail. Looks like there's no dramas right now. He apologized or something? I don't know. Who cares? I'm doing okay. A bunch of motorcycle dudes just showed up. I could tell how they're grass. This looks overexposed. Is it overexposed? It's on auto. Trust the computer. Yeah, Danny, check it out. There's a dam over here. It's like a reservoir that they've got built. Yeah, it's nice. We're gonna eat this panda in a second. Where's that lady with that dog go? She was really friendly. She clearly wanted to chat with me, but then she saw the camera and was like, I don't think that's her. Maybe? Yeah, I saw some trees were changing, but not too many. We're probably in Kanagawa right now. I'm not actually totally sure. It's either Kanagawa or Tokyo. Kanagawa. You can use the map command. It'll show you where I'm at right now. Thinking about coming to Shikoku this winter. I was thinking about it. I don't know if I have the gut, like not the guts, but the tolerance. I was thinking about motorbiking down there, like in January. But I don't know if it'll actually happen. Alright guys, it's panda time. I haven't ever actually sniffed a real panda, so I don't know if they've emulated it, but it has a distinct smell. Oh yeah, it's artificial for sure. Okay, so it's got a custard on the inside. It is fine. It's kind of not good. Yeah, sometimes they have to adapt the pandas for the local taste. You know what I mean? So it's not exactly the same. Yeah, I don't know what I wanted out of this, but it's not delivering it. Yeah, though, I mean, that's true though. Like, there's sometimes like when they bring like specific foods into Japan, like they'll suck the flavor out of it. Sometimes, like they flatten out the flavor. Sometimes it's like Japan, like the food here is good, but it's not like, generally speaking, like extreme tasting. So like, not grew up, but like I ate a lot of Vietnamese food in America. Like I really like Vietnamese food. And in America, the Vietnamese food is like extreme on flavors. Like it's very spicy and they add sugar and stuff to it, and it's like really good. But in Japan, they've really made it just like a very basic flavor. So when they imported that, like they had to strip out all the excitement. To a certain degree, Indian food is the same way, but Indian food, you can actually find some decent stuff sometimes. But if you go to like the standard Indian joint, it's kind of boring, and kind of like Hanazono is saying. With Chinese food, obviously, if you go to like a chukaryori, which is like a Chinese restaurant with a Japanese slant to it, it'll often be kind of like flattened out in flavor. It doesn't mean it's bad, it's just like when you compare it to like the quote-unquote real thing, it's not great or explosive. It's like a different thing. They just changed it for like the local desires. This is a good picnic table. Maybe I should have gotten the one that wasn't 50% off. Maybe if it was today's panda, it would be better. Maybe pandas don't keep overnight. But what was this, like 120 yen or some shit for these 2 pieces of bread? It was like really cheap. It's like just dry. Don't get the panda, kids. What's going on my internet? Mario and Luigi Brothership is now available. I don't care. Yeah, today's bitrate, man, it's all over the place. Marlo, if you're still here at some point, I want to, I'm thinking about like getting better modems now that that's been a thing that's been Bella Box. No, there's the friendly lady. But I haven't had time to keep up with all of it. Hopefully somebody has like a guide at some point that's just like, this is how you get a good modem. Because I know you need like a carrier board in the modem, and like they've got to be the right things and all that. That spaceman guy let me borrow one of his modems when I was in America, and it was hit and miss. It had potential though. Cool. I look forward to your write-up. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a at least one of them that maybe gets does a little bit better and is like better with power and all that. I'm not sure. I still kind of like my one modem because it's got a hotspot built in, and honestly I use that quite a bit, so I don't know if I want to replace it or not, because I have trouble with the Bella Box hotspots. Like when all of my Bella Boxes, when I use the access point mode, it's like it turns on and off sometimes, and I think it's a Japan thing. I'm just super paranoid about like the way hotspots behave here. It's weird. I can't track its behavior. It doesn't do it when I'm at home, but when I'm out moving around, it just turns the hotspot on and off sometimes, and I can't have that while I'm driving down the road. And like my chat phone is connected to it or whatever. It's just not reliable. Ooh, the breeders I've fallen in love with the breeders so much in the last couple of years. Shikishima. I don't know what you're referencing. You know, I know Republica. Katie's brother was a really big fan of Republica back in the day. I'm not sure if he still jams it or not, but yeah, Republica's okay. But yeah, I really like that Elastica record, but I've really fallen in love with the breeders even more. I've always liked them, but it's always been like, yeah, I like the breeders. Now I'm like a super fan. And I actually went back and listened to the more recent breeders records, and I have really thought like they're even the more recent ones are good. Like she didn't fall off her game. Like she's everything Kim Deal does is good. Oh, you gotta listen to the breeders. They're so good. Oh, that train. Oh. Yeah, not something I would ever be able to do. But yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. I didn't know the name of it. Hello. Somebody said add it to your throne. I don't know what that means. What's throne? Who was it? Oh, Sweetie Bun Bun. You can add it to your throne list. Throne list. I feel like I'm sorry. I don't have a translator. Put it in here. Yeah, I'm sitting here watching the data too. It's like, it went like 300, 2,500, 1,000. It's just like, I don't know. It's strange. Yeah, both of my connections are doing it. Like I'm watching both of them. It just must just be weird signal here today. Like fucking sunspots or something. It was mostly fine when I was driving, so it just must be something about right here. Oh, I see. Well, the Amazon wish list is anonymous as well. Yeah, I've thrown. I have thought to look into that, but the thing that I always thought would be cool that, and I don't know, maybe you can do this on Throne. Like I think it'd be cool if you could put like a more expensive item onto an Amazon wish list, and like a bunch of people could throw in towards it, and then you could like once it gets paid for, then it like sells and everybody gets charged and blah blah blah. I always thought that would be a cool feature. Maybe you can do that with Throne. You know what I mean? Because like if you needed like something, like camera breaks or something, and the community wants to help, like one person, it's a big ask for one person to give hundreds of dollars. But if everybody wanted to give $5 so that you could get the camera back in shape for the stream or whatever it is, then that seems it'd be more feasible. Yeah, look at that. The bitrate just hit 9,000. Yeah, but for like kind of like layaway I also thought that would be useful for like, let's say like you want to make a item that you've got it's somebody's birthday coming, right? And you're like, oh, I want to get like, we want to get this person this one expensive thing for their birthday. It's like $1,000. And like all the friends can like throw in like $50 each easily just through this one Amazon thing. And then bang, they can get the thing. Yeah, I'll look into Throne eventually. It's been on my list of things to do. I'd forgotten what it was called though. I've just known I've needed to look into the idea of a Amazon wish list alternative. But hello, Alex from Malaysia. I'm Eric from America, but I live in Japan. See, but if you had that Amazon wish list thing, you could have like gotten all of her friends and family members to help pitch in. And then you could have taken all the credit. Oh, you live in Australia? Yeah. That's what I mean. Like a crowdfunding for a specific item. Like it would be a cool feature on Amazon. Not only for like me, but for people who have friends who have birthdays. Which is most people. Most people know somebody with a birthday. Almost everybody. I had these guys in my pocket, so my nuts are dry. Boy, my brain isn't working. I can't think of a word. The forbidden furikake. Yeah. Forbidden furikake. I'll put that on Japanese Twitter. All right, I think what I'm going to do is head towards Scooty. Like if you don't want to have to pee, you just Japanese Twitter is owned by the same guy, unfortunately. Yeah. Twitter's actually really popular in Japan. I was kind of hoping that there'd be a move towards blue sky, but I don't think we're seeing it. Like a little bit here and there. Maybe in the last couple of days it's jumped. I don't know.
そんなしちゃダメ。ダメダメダメ。ほら。しないで。ダメだよ。ダメだよ。ほら。ほら。
Can you have multiple accounts on Blue Sky easily? How is Mastodon doing? Like, have people moved there? And isn't there, what is the, one of them, can't Blue Sky like integrate with it or something? Or is Blue Sky its own independent thing? Like, there's that like social network thing. That's really strange. She's very friendly, like you can tell, like she kind of wants to interact, but she's kind of weird. And I don't know. I'm kind of weird. Yeah, like on paper Mastodon should be the thing that wins, but wasn't it like really hard to make an account for like normies? You sell car? What kind of cars do you sell? You said you're from Malaysia, right? What part of Malaysia are you from? I'm Alex from Malaysia, but you live in Australia? In Melbourne. I've been to Malaysia a few times. It's nice down there. Really good place. Threads is terrible. Oh, okay, cool. So it's like a used car place? Yeah, Threads should have been the thing that destroyed Twitter, but somehow they fucked the dog on it. I don't know how, but it's just, whenever you go there, it's the same thing as Twitter. It's just people like yelling at each other. Yeah, I think like the problem that we're having with these types of communities or those types of websites is that the more people get there, the more horrible they get, but you need a lot of people there for them to like thrive. So like it's inverse to like the quality and the existence, the things needed for its existence and the things needed for quality are inverse to one another. Yeah, Threads is just a bunch of garbage. I thought the Instagram hook-in was actually the way that they were going to be successful, but it's just, I don't know, whatever whatever it is, the content's terrible. You know, I think these microblogging places like Twitter and stuff, like Twitter used to be okay. People used to like really shit on it back in the day, and I never thought that was fair. People were like, oh, all the posts here are terrible. And it was like before it was super algorithmically driven. It was like when it was driven by who you followed. And there was a time when that existed. It was a long time ago. But it was just like people like would follow shitty people and then get mad when there were shitty people in their feed. It was just like, I just didn't follow shitty people and it was fine. Yeah, and you know, I don't hate Instagram. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I don't really like it anymore. I used to think Instagram was all right, but the stories thing sort of killed it. I don't know. The internet's really not interesting anymore. I find myself very bored by most of it. Bezos bought Instagram? I thought it was Zuckerberg. You know, so when Instagram first came out, my cousin used it a bunch, and she would put like all these stupid filters on it. Yeah, same thing, fair enough. So she would put all these filters on her pictures from Instagram, and I was always like, this is shitty. So I didn't use it for a long time just because I saw that the way she was using it, and I was just like, these stupid filters suck. Eventually I just got over it, and now it doesn't matter because filters are nothing compared to AI. in how terrible they are. But anyway. We're kind of in the area where I hiked up that hill. It wasn't this hill, but I hiked up a hill kind of in this area and I got covered in leeches. It sucked. Got leeches chewing up my nuts. These pants are alright. What do you guys think? For motorcycle pants. I got air conditioning. I don't know how hard it is to get my wiener out though. Because sometimes you got to get that out lickety split. Oh yeah, they're motorcycle pants. So they're like warm and they have padding in them and stuff. Can you guys touch your toes? Like I can't even get close. Like, I don't know if you can see where my toes are. Can we? Yeah, you can see them sticking up. Like, that's it. That's as close as I get. Yeah. It's like this. Yeah, but those are Australian dollars. Dollary dues. Katie and I went to a amateur baseball game when we were in Croatia. We went to this amateur basketball game. So we were sitting in the stands when they came out to like stretch before the game because it was like an amateur thing. It's a bunch of dudes that are like my size. And none of these guys, these huge Croatian guys could reach their toes, and she was laughing at them. She was like, "It's just like you. They can't touch your toes. It's adorable." They were like athletes, and they couldn't reach their toes. Ugh. Even I used to do a lot of stretching. Like every day I would stretch. And even when I did it, I could never get to my toes. But I did get to the point where I could do a squat. Like a proper squat. My feet like flat down. But I probably can't do it anymore. Probably definitely not in these pants, but. Yeah. Almost falling. Okay, that's as long as I can do it before my legs burn. I was actually surprised I could do it in these pants. Look at the data. What the fuck, man? I wish I was more flexible. Man, I keep getting a lot of email today. Some dude emailed us and asked us if we would go film for our YouTube channel at some festival he's having. Let me see if I can find the email. It's called the it says some sort of like food festival on November 16th and 17th, the Tokyo International Forum. It's organized by the Tokyo Metropolitan Government and Tourism Bureau and will feature booths for tourism associations, workshops, and food trucks. And he was like, we would love to meet you there and help spread the word about the blah 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 blah. He doesn't specifically say that he like wants us to make a video or anything, but that's the implication. Why else is he contacting us? And he says, please let us know and we would like to give you a free drink ticket. Like, you want us to go spend a day filming a video for your thing and you're gonna give us a drink ticket? Like, what? Good. Nah, man. And it's not even like an interesting thing. Like, if he was giving me access to something that like I otherwise wouldn't have access to and it was something cool, like, it's a different story, of course. Yeah, I don't even know if it's booze or not. I don't know what a drink ticket means. It's a payable gig. Yeah, I'm gonna need more payment than 100 yen. Alright. Speaking of payable gigs, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then we're gonna start scooting home. Marlo, have you ever gotten any of the tech companies hit you up to make videos about their stuff, like in regards to like your technology videos? You gotta sell out, man. I gotta make more tech videos, see if I can get a GoPro sponsorship. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. All right, gomibako. Yeah, we get tons of nonsense things as well. But there's been a couple of times where people have done sponsorship stuff and it's actually worked out for us pretty good. This one year, these people were launching this social media site that I don't even think even exists anymore. And it was like half-baked. Oh yeah, Turkish people. Like, I get all these messages from Turkey. Holy shit. Hold on to your pants for a motorcycle, y'all. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Scooty made a friend, guys. This is nuts. The Turkish hair, yeah, I get these messages from like Turkish hair transplant people. Fucking hell, dude. That's America. Look at the radiator on the front of this fucking thing. What is it even? Boss Haas cycle. Yeah, so the Turkish hair transplant guys are always like, we see you're bald, and if you come to Turkey, we'll give you a free hair transplant if you make a video. Boss Haas. Jesus Christ, this guy, this is Freeboo action to the extreme. Yeah, and like I'm not gonna go to Turkey. I'm not gonna go to Turkey and get my kidneys stolen. Because that's what it feels like. Oh. But anyway, I was saying, there was this social media network. I don't remember what it was called, but they were like, hey, if you make content for our social media network, like 2 posts a month, we'll give you $1,000 a month. And this went on for an entire year. And like there was no growth. It was a disaster. Their website was a disaster. And it was like easy posts to make. So I made these little things. It was like I had to like say a bunch of stuff and then put some video pictures with it. And the idea of the thing was like you could pick a bunch of pictures and then dictate what they're saying, and it would stitch it together in like a reel type thing. That was like the thing. But it just was a terrible idea. Yeah, so I mean like this was happening during COVID too, so I was just at home a lot. So it wasn't like zero amount of time I had to invest, but I could not believe that we squeezed like $12,000 out of these people for what? I mean, they must have had investors or something, and they were like, we got to spend money on this. It was just, the whole thing was harebrained. It wasn't like put together well. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Don't go anywhere. thing is ridiculous.
Sure, the hat will do. Icarus agent says it gets dark so early here. It's like 9 p.m. but feels like 1 a.m.
Oh yeah, the transplant guys. So, freaking Albo, who's the YouTuber from here, he went and got the hair transplant thing, and it seems like it went really well for him. Like, he did the thing. I'm sure they contacted him or like, let's do the thing. And he did it. And it seems like it went well. I just don't care. A little bit of hair isn't going to make me look any better. Like, there's no help in this. Let's see. Microphones. This thing says Boss Hoss on it. Is that like a brand? Just some bangs.
Icarus agent says I don't care enough about my hair to go through torture to get it back. Emerald Audio Visual says my dad went bald before he hit his 40s. I'm nearly 50 and I've still got a full head of hair, so I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I could just, like, snap my fingers and have a full head of hair, I probably would, but I don't know. I kind of like not having to think about it. You okay? Let me hook up real quick. Get my arm strap on. Switch the camera.
Icarus agent says my father got scarlet fever when he was 19, and he lost his hair a couple of years later.
This is gonna be very loud. The seat is like got lights on it, like underneath of it. Scooty Gruff Sr. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh my God. I totally yanked that camera cable without thinking that it was just stupid. I just did something out of order is basically all that happened. But hopefully we got audio. Can I get a tap test? Tap tap. Nut tap. Shit, the key is like buried three pairs of pants deep. By the way, getting my wiener out was complicated. Thanks for the tap test. Alright, I'm gonna start heading. back towards Tachikawa. The second one is frozen? All right. Oh, you know what it might be? Is it frozen from earlier? Could be the encoder is fucked up. I just have to reboot it. It'll take it a second. I'm going to try this rebooting the camera. Same thing. Yeah, this is the one thing I don't like about this encoder. Did it come back online? Are we good? Okay, cool. Scoot's been alright. Good weather. I'm going to start heading towards Tachikawa now. Let's see. Probably just point us in the direction of that. Okay. And it says we're about 45 minutes away, which is cool. Split screen, map on the bottom, some traffic on my route. That's totally fine. You do wine tastings on a work day? Hey man, what's up? Can you read the chat like legally? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't get the phone out and put it in your hand. Like, I think you're probably asking for trouble there. But like, I have it mounted here, and I mean, like, I'm just sitting here like this, and I just glance at it. But also, if I can suggest something, don't cheap out on a phone mount. It's not worth it. Get good phone mount. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what the legality of that is, but everybody has screens. You know what I mean? Like, people have their GPSs and everything, so I just think that it's probably, even if it is illegal, it's kind of like a gray area. Yeah, but I wouldn't hold the phone. I think that's probably asking for trouble. Yeah, I've got I don't remember the name of it is, the lock mount that I'm using now. They're expensive, but it's really good. And you have to worry too about the vibration from the bike breaking the stabilization in your phone's cameras. Like, that's an actual thing. Yeah, man, I would be careful with that. But yeah, like, seriously, I have a dampener on this mount as well, so that the vibration from the bike doesn't get transferred straight into the camera on the phone. Because, like, seriously, if you look it up, like, motorcycle, iPhone, like, look those things up, those two things, and you'll see people complaining about their iPhone cameras stop working because they can't focus, because the shaking from the motorbike destroys the optical stabilizer. So, I mean, I think I spent quite a bit on this lock thing. It's called Quad Lock is the one I happen to be using. There's Quad Lock and there's another one. Yeah, it's just not worth having if you have an expensive phone for streaming or whatever, having the camera die. It's just not worth it. I haven't caught any of you. Have you been streaming on the bike yet? I haven't caught any of your streams yet. If you have. probably be okay on fuel now today. Yeah, it's expensive, but once you use it, it's cool. My only complaint with it is that the case that it comes with, the buttons on the sides, it's kind of difficult to push on the side buttons. Like, they're kind of firm. I swear that wasn't me. Whoa, 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 hold on. That's a pretty big tip. Wow. Thank you so much. Let me get you a squeak for that. That's definitely worth a squeak. No, thank you so much. That's really, really helpful. I'm gonna get out to you and see if I can get you a postcard your way. I like to make sure that we check before we send things, because I don't know if people, don't want mail or whatever, don't want more spam. But yeah, if we can send you a postcard as a thank you, that would be really nice. If not, that's fine too. But no, huge thank you. That helps a lot, actually. With all of the expenses that we have with streaming, it kind of helps keep the whole thing going. Trying to think. Yeah, I have like a bunch of gear I want to get, so I'll have to like look at that and think about what can we do for a little bit of upgrades here and there. Sorry, I'm looking at my map and making sure I'm okay. Okay, yeah, anyway, yeah. And I've lost chat. My chat just went down. Speaking of upgrades, maybe this will be the way I can swing into getting a new modem. That could be a useful investment. Yeah, I can't tell if my chat is working now. Sorry, I might be missing chat. Yeah, I don't know. My phone connection just dropped data. Look at this intersection. Like that little sign on the white one. Skeene. Wow, that's a good dinosaur. It's the kind of lady that cooks good food. She's whatever she's making is like fucking baller in there. It's like, you know what I mean? Like somebody's mom, like their mom's mom is in there like making food. I love those little restaurants. They'll have a very similar menu, but it's always really wholesome. Alright, we're getting up to 13, and when I'm not moving on the bike, what I'm wearing is almost low code. Last time I saw you live. Yeah, when I first came back from, dude, everything was broken. I had a lot of problems. We had a lot of expenditures that happened because a lot of things broke. So yeah, that helps a lot. Things have gotten better though. Things have stopped breaking. But it was like, it was a rough couple of weeks. Like, to be completely honest, lately I've been having a little bit of like mental trouble lately. Nothing that's like, it's nothing serious. I've just been extremely overwhelmed and stressed out. So like, I mean, it's like, of course, but like extra financial help like that does help take stress off. Like, it's like one little, like, takes, okay, things are a little more padded out right now. So things like that do definitely help. As much as I'm not trying to like sound beggy, that's not what I mean. Just more of a thank you. Akasan, are you just using the mic on the camera? Yeah, I guess because you're just on like a little 50cc scooter or something, right? It's like if you're just doing 30, it might be all right. Yeah, I've really lost my mental state. I've lost. I usually have a pretty good grip on things, but I've since coming back from America, things have just been kind of fucked up, and I haven't been able to regain like a little bit of stability. I feel really, really overwhelmed with a lot of things I need to get done. Huh. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with Moblin. I've used it a little bit, but I have only an older iPhone, so I don't use it as a primary device. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to get a grip. Part of coming out here and going on a ride today is trying to get a little bit of a better grasp on just being a little chill, not feeling so overwhelmed. Going out for a drive and doing a stream like this to me is almost a little bit meditative. So it feels good. Yeah. I know it's. I know. Like things are fine. I know. It's just like sometimes like there's a difference between like knowing things are okay and being able to like have grounding, like personal grounding is hard. Um, After the election. It's funny, you're the first person to mention that. I thought that would be something people would be coming in here and asking about. Um, yeah, I wish I could say I was surprised. I wasn't surprised of what happened with the election. That's for sure. But it's concerning. But yeah, I mean, it's concerning. And I mean, I think it's like, what it makes me feel like is more and more like I don't quite, like being outside of America. Being outside of America for so long, I have a widening disconnect with America, and I'm not surprised by this. Like in 2016, it was a surprise, but this time I wasn't surprised, and I see why. And I don't want to jump to a conclusion and be like anybody that voted for Trump or whatever. I don't want to be in this world where I think everybody in that world is stupid. Like, even if that's what it feels like we want to feel that way, I just don't want to be like, I can't live in a world where I think like that many people are just flat out stupid. Like, I just don't want to live in that world, even if that's me putting my head in the sand. Like, I don't want to feel that much like negativity towards that many people. Because like some of those people are good people and they just have a different perception of reality, or their situation is different. But I don't know, I find it kind of scary because it wasn't like a normal person on an opposite side of this political spectrum. Like if it had been like Nikki Haley or something had run and Nikki Haley had won or whatever, it wouldn't be scary. It would just be like, okay, well, this is the direction the world is going, the country is going in. I think Trump is dangerous, and I think that like that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with like political alignment. I just think him as an individual is dangerous, and it's kind of nerve-wracking. So I'm a little worried about the future, but there's not like anything that I can do about it. So. Weather lunch, what's up? Yeah, weekday stream. Probably got another, I don't know, 40 minutes or so. Just doing kind of a short one today. Just wanted to get out and get some fresh air. Yeah, I mean, the DNC is a clusterfuck as well. But I don't think the DNC is quite as dangerous. No, we don't have voting rights in Japan. Thank you for the sub. You see a squonk. Thank you for the tier 1. Yeah, I mean, we haven't really... Katie and I talk about the election, but nobody else I know really talks about it either. But yeah, it's kind of a clusterfuck. But I mean, the country is kind of a clusterfuck, and it has been for a really long time. Yeah, I mean, voter turnout was low. The way the DNC went about this too, the way that the DNC went about this as well, like this time, it was just stupid. Like, the fact, first off, that like Biden had insinuated when he was elected originally that he was going to be a transitional president. He said this. Like, he didn't insinuate it, he said that. And like, everybody took that as he was going to do one term and then like bow out. And like, people were like, okay, we can deal with this for one term. That sounds like a decent plan or whatever. That's what America decided. But then he was like, I'm going to run again. And everybody's like, what the fuck? And like, clearly you're too old. Like, it was very obvious. And then he waited so long to drop out, even though the pressure was immense, that it didn't give the DNC the opportunity to have a primary. So they were just like, okay, we're just going to anoint like Kamala as the successor to the nomination without having any way to shake out. There was no like process, like the primaries, the process of the primaries, as annoying as some of the stuff can be, is to like figure out the weaknesses of a candidate and shake out like, okay, what needs to be improved upon, like who is the right person, and like giving people like a vote on like who should be the actual candidate. And they just didn't do any of that. And that was just, I mean, there wasn't time for it, but the main thing is that Biden should have stepped down or never even run. Like, it shouldn't have even happened. Like, he should have just done the thing that he said he was going to do or alluded to doing. So I think that really fucked up a lot. And the war in Gaza is absolutely a thing, I think, for some people. That said, I think if you're voting based on the war in Gaza and you think that the Trump administration is going to help out in that regard, I don't think they're going to. Spock Shocks, I think you're right. I don't disagree with that at all. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I think Kamala ran a pretty good campaign. Like, I really think she did, with the shit show she was handed. She personally ran a pretty good campaign, but most of her campaign was, I am not Trump. Like, that was really the thing. Like, she didn't go, there wasn't enough substance about how she was different. She really needed to put her foot down and be like, I'm very different than Biden. Like, she just didn't do it. There was too much like waveriness, like she was fucked because like she was an incumbent of a administration that is unpopular. Like, she was fucked. Like, the only way she was going to win is if outright disgust about Trump turned out people, and it didn't do it. Like, that was what they were betting on. So like, I'm not surprised at all about the results. But things are going to get fucking weird for the next 4 years, let's put it that way. 0.1% for the younger age. What? Really? Was it that low? But I mean, like, Trump made headwinds everywhere. It's wild, man. Hold on to your butts, y'all. Yeah, that doesn't seem possible. Yeah, well, 2020 had abnormal high voter turnout because, like, post-COVID, there's a lot of weird shit going on there. I think she ran a good campaign in the sense of it wasn't like a bunch of gaffes and fuck ups, and she did good in her debate and things like that. I don't mean that her message was right. Like, that's where I think her campaign faltered. But I also think that she didn't have a lot of time. So, and again, like, a lot of this should have been shaken out during the primary that they just didn't have. The DNC is just, like, not got their shit together. Yeah, I imagine there's more people than that voted in that age group. But I do think that, like, this is a reflection of what America is. That is America right now, and I don't think it's not like he lost the popular vote and won the electoral vote. It's none of that goofy shit. Like, he won everything, and that says a lot about what America is. Anyways, I own a house in Japan. I think I'm going to be here for at least 4 more years. We'll just hang out here and hope that shit doesn't affect us dramatically. But I am concerned about a lot of people in the States. Like, there's a lot of things that could get fucked up for a lot of people. Yeah, but it's nothing. The political shift here is nothing like that. Yeah, just wait though. Japan's gonna lock its borders to Americans coming in. There's a traffic thing happening up here. Yeah, it looks like they've hit some they've hit some poles or something. Somebody hit them, I guess. I guess you could have backed into a pole and caused that damage. But yeah, it's a work van. Dude, somebody on Facebook this morning was giving away a K-truck. And I was like, like, a free K-truck? It would have needed shotgun, so it probably would have cost me like $1,000. The other problem was the K-truck was in Nara, so it would have probably cost me like $1,000 to get it. Maybe that's what happened. I can't tell where the tailgate splits on that thing. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that's what happened. But I mean, like, even like all the edges around the other side, all the paint is all chipped off and stuff. But it's a work vehicle. And those little vans are so cheap that people just like buy them, beat the shit out of them for like 5 years, 10 years, and then just throw them away. That's what happens. Give them away on Facebook. So this is a faded yellow orange line with dotted white. So I think that means they can come over, but I can't go over there. I think that's what that line means. Yeah, I mean, it's like Japan's disposable culture is a little meh. The carry 5? Nah, man. He's got me in his mirrors. We're good. Have you gotten hit by a concrete truck or something? Or is there something I need to know? Collision on the Hachioji bypass it. Is it still there? Well, I don't know. How the fuck am I supposed to know? Am I on the Hachioji bypass it? Probably am. I guess it's still yellow? I just can't tell. Like, is that a yellow line or an orange line? Like, what does that does that count as orange? I'm not allowed to drive over if it is, but like, it looks like a white dashed line. Like the remnants of an orange line. Yeah. Yeah, the thing says I'm on the Hachioji bypass it, but it's like Google's like it's like pops up and it's like, can you answer some questions while you're driving? Can we take a survey? Yeah, is that what it is? Was it changed? But now it's like super orange from here. I don't know. It's not worth getting a ticket, so we'll just hang out. And I can see a cop right now, so we'll just play it cool. And like Google knows I'm a motorcycle. Like when I look at my like Google whatever history thing, it'll be like motorbike blah 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 kilometers. So it's insane to me that it like will put up little like questionnaires. Like, how is that? How are they thinking this is an okay thing to do? Like, what? Oh, there's gonna be like, can you tell us about the weather today? Or does the sunshine feel good today? Yes or no? Answer the questionnaire. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, like it was changed, but I still don't want to. I don't want to. It's just not worth getting in trouble over. Like, the cop will be like, there's a little bit of orange there. It smells like Vietnamese food. I don't think I can go any farther than that. It said hybrid. Hybrido. Hybridos. You say that all the time, man. The lane splitting, it's no big deal. What did I see recently? We saw a weird government building. It was a pigeon. I think I keep going back and forth past the same concrete trucks. So I don't think it's many. I think it's the same ones. And I'm just assuming we're between wherever you get concrete and wherever you put concrete. Yeah, I won't cut through lanes. I've said this before on streams. I won't cut through lanes if the cars are moving anywhere faster than like 2 miles an hour. It's just not worth it because somebody could change lanes. So I will do it when we're stopped and it's legal. So like right now, I'm not allowed to go over that orange line, so I can't go. But you will still see people do it when there's an orange line, and they will stay on one side of the orange line, and technically it's legal as long as you don't cross the line. But to me, that's just kind of like asking for trouble, because you could just like scoot over by accident a little bit, or a mirror might be a little too far out, and you're like, oh, I can go over the line. And then like there's people on the internet, and Japanese people on the internet arguing with one another on what counts, what is crossing that line. Like, if you touch the line, does it count? Or do you have to cross the middle point of the line? Or do you have to cross all the way out to the other side? So, like, can you drive down the line? Like, people are, like, splitting hairs and stuff. I'm just not getting anywhere near that line. I don't need any points on my license. It's not worth it. Your insurance goes up. You gotta pay a fine. You gotta go and deal with a bunch of crap at the driver center. Whatever. It's just not worth it. This was a nice scoot this morning. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know how the points work in America. I don't remember. And I don't know if it's different per state. But yeah, it's something like different infractions give you different points. If you go up over a certain point, you lose your license or whatever. And you have to, any infractions that you have get reported to the insurance company, as far as I know. And then that adjusts your future insurance premiums. And if you have infractions, then your license comes in like different colors. So like your first year, I think, is a green license, and then it turns into a blue license for 5. And if you don't have any infractions, then you get a gold license. And when you get a gold license, you get like lower insurance premiums, and there's like a few benefits, nothing major. But a lot of people have gold licenses because they're called paper drivers, where they have like a driver's license and they never drive. So Katie is sort of like that. She drives sometimes, but she's never gotten a ticket in Japan. But she has a gold license. I might be eligible for a gold now. My license is technically blue, but I might have passed enough time for it to be gold. But I didn't get a Japanese driver's license until 2021, I think. So I don't know if it's been long enough. It's probably close. But I've never had a ticket or anything either in Japan. Grape job. That's very American, the grape job sticker. Oh, it's beautiful out today. I'm glad I came out. You can still see Fuji. Don't hum. It's loud for everybody. Sometimes I forget, like, you can hear me right there. Yeah, I couldn't see the snow on Fuji. You probably saw Fuji briefly at the beginning of the stream. I don't know if you could see it, but I've seen him twice now. I didn't see the snow cap on Fuji, but it did have snow on it a couple days ago. The driving in Dubai is kind of insane. Like, I found we didn't drive when we were there, but it was like kind of aggressive, and like people go out on the roads at night and drive like race and stuff up and down the roads, and like I don't know, man. It felt like an unsafe place to drive. Drive-thrus are, yeah, kind of. When you get outside of major cities, you see drive-thrus. I was wondering, I've never gone through a drive-thru on Scooty. It would be kind of a pain in the ass there because like you'd have to put things places, and that just seems like it could be tricky. Like if they just handed me my burger and I just jammed it in my mouth. When I was going up the hill, Scooty was blinking for Scooty juice. But now that I'm going down the hill, we're fine. Walking in Dubai doesn't seem all that much safer. It's not chaotic like it is in India or something. It's not that kind of scary. It's like America driving scary. It's like that kind of scary where it's like everybody seems kind of like in large vehicles driving quickly. They feel kind of possessive of their area where they're driving. That's just the vibe I got. But we weren't there long enough for me to actually know. I'm just talking out of my ass. As a tourists. And everything in Dubai, all the vehicles are white. What was with that? But again, we haven't been in Dubai in a long time, so I don't want to speak about it like I know. Speeding Russians. Oh, I thought we were way closer than we are. That's a good point. That was another Scooty. Yeah, it was like, it was like 45 when we were there. Might have been hotter than that a couple days. It's nuts. Yeah, Scooty needs some Scoot juice. If I see a gas station that's easy to pop into, we'll do that. Thought we'd make it today without needing to worry about it, but such is life. She's the mother of dragons? I don't understand the reference. Or literally, do you have dragon children? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see. I didn't watch Game of Thrones enough to know the reference. I just assume you have children that are dragons. Yeah, 50 degrees is that's not okay. You could pop popcorn in there though. Come back to a bag that's ready to munch on. purple trees. What is it? Oh, this is Olympus. I'm not sure if this is their headquarters or if it's like a research center or something. Maybe so. I don't know if we've looked this up before while we've been out here. We've driven past it before. Does it say? It doesn't say. All it says is Olympus in the building. I'm sure there's a sign that explains it better. Someplace over here. It smells like a bakery. Olympus. I couldn't read the rest of it. It's too small. So the situation with the VOD channel that I made is there's like, I don't know how many, like 30 or 40 VODs that are uploaded to it, but they're all in the like out of order. And I need to make them live, and I want to make them live in chronological order. So I somehow have to figure out how to make them live in order so that they appear in order on the channel. And I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that because it's like a lot to organize in an interface that isn't designed for that. So I was thinking maybe I'll go through and I'll number them and hope I don't fuck up the numbering, and then make them live in order of that number, and then once they're all live, go through and delete the number out of the title. That's the best thing I can come up with. It's a little bit goofy and it's going to be take a long time, but once I have it up, it won't be hard to add new VODs. It's just like getting it going the first time is going to be a mess. So this will be a YouTube channel that does have a, it does exist now, but I would not recommend following it yet. Because when I make these videos, you get like 30 notifications. New video, new video, new video. It'll spam the shit out of you. So I don't know if I'll be able to get it live today. We'll see what I feel like prioritizing with my time today. I need to be editing a video as well. So I need to decide what I think takes precedent in my ambitions for the day. That name was Hylineg. Thank you for the follow. I think I got that right. Man, I love these zippy things. Turn signal. Haven't seen a gas station. Scooty needs a bath. He's dusty. Katie is at some like Japanese Japanese language community class things today. I'm sure she's getting to talk about American politics. Everybody gets curious. Last time, every time I've been here, there's been an election. Japanese people are always like, "Can you explain this to me?" And it's like, yes, but not really. Kind of. Can you sum up American culture and politics. And a couple of quick sentences, please. Looks like Fuji finally went up. No, I can still see Fuji. I think I ate too much bread earlier. I feel bloated. Just feel like I go home and eat a salad or something. So I guess the data was just bad in that one area today because it's kind of been fine outside of there. Like things are trunking along just okay. I had dope style. Huh. It's maybe like a factory? Huh. It surprises me they would do any of that domestically anymore, to be honest. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. It was a pretty big building. That's a pretty, I feel like I might share your viewpoint. That's pretty on point. Yeah. I mean, there's like a little bit of additional complexity, but I think that's a pretty fair general. That's a pretty fair general summary. But yeah, I mean, we noticed like a shift in American culture to a certain degree since the last time we've been back. Only going back there every 5 to 10 years or whatever it is gives us a weird perspective of just how things are there. It's like we can see these changes when we go back. I think there's a gas station up here. Maybe if I go left. Ah, yeah, there it is. Cool. We'll get Scooty topped up, so if we go out on Sunday, we don't have to worry about it in the morning. how do you get in? Yeah, my main thing about like American culture and stuff, and that includes politics, I just don't know how it's fixable. Like, I just don't know how this gets straightened out. Like, I just don't know how. And I've wondered this for 20 years, like, as I watched this weird situation unfold. And it's not just Trump, but just generally speaking, there's this cultural rift stateside. There's a lot that I'm just like, I don't know how you fix this. Because, like, I mean, just to fix it, you have to define the problem. And, like, nobody can even agree on what the problem is. We're about to finish the scoot, dude. Yeah, it has been a minute. But I have actually just gotten to a point where I'm going to end the stream in a few minutes. Just going to get some Scooty juice. And we're going to call it a day so I can go hopefully be a little bit productive. Need to get the money card out. And the stream gear. Yeah, man, it's really nice out. It was a good day. I mean, how long have I been live? 3 hours? So it hasn't been like a very short stream. But for me, I guess this is short. I see some people like talking and they're like, yeah, I do streams. They're like 4 hours long and I'm super wiped out. And I'm like, 4 hours? Shit, man. We're just getting started. Okay, Scoot Juice. Multi-night. What is this asking me? Do I have an app? No. Credit. Nashi. Regulamantan. Give me the Scoot Juice. It's like singing songs and stuff. The helmet is actually kind of helping me because I can't really hear it. The table mounting? Do you mean like the picnic table, the building of that? Yeah, we did finish it. We finished it off stream. Yeah, we finished it. We just did it off stream. It was just complicated. Yeah, and yesterday we finally got around to ordering a cover for it. It's just had like tarps on it, but I want a proper cover for it. So we think we got one, but it's got to ship from China, so it's going to take a while to get here. Okay, so that was 1,600 monies. Alright, I'm going to find a raid here. And I don't know if this, we need to move. there's like a line of people, so we're gonna move to do the raid. I'm trying to think of if there's any place I could grab a bento or something and take home and eat in the neighborhood over here. This is double facing me camera. I didn't put the thing back on my arm. Yeah, this might be a bit much, right? I could turn this one around easily. There you go. This is the 7-Eleven down here. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if we had like an angle like down by the ground or something? That'd be kind of dope. Kind of useless, but kind of dope. Yeah, I can't think of any place that would be easy for me to just pop in and get a quick bento. So I'm not like hungry right now, but I'll be hungry later. This is exactly where we began the scoot this morning. Okay, I'm going to start a raid. Is there a title on the stream today? Because I have an error here. Damn it. Oh, Lord. Stream manager. All right, raid channel. Who is out? What is the title? Does it say let's go for a scoot? Or does it say some goofy other shit? Somebody's crocheting. Oh, okay, good. So it did work. Alright, Sarah Bridgewater looks like she is streaming in Japan. She's out doing a cycle tour. And Miki Tokyo is buying an iPhone. Let's do Sarah Bridgewater if she allows raids. She might not. Okay, looks like she does. She's a pretty big streamer. She is in a relationship, as far as I know, with Hitch, the dude that hitchhikes around. And she does these really long bicycle tours. And she's doing something, yeah, like somebody said, from Tokyo to Seoul. She does like lots of. She was recently cycling through Europe. I think I've seen her in England a couple times. This isn't her first visit to Japan either. She's done Japan cycling tours. So she does these like long live streams, like multi-week cycling tour things, months sometimes. Maybe she's got pontoons. Anyways, yeah, check out what she's up to. Looks like she's having some food. And I'll be back on Sunday. I think Katie's going to be with me on Sunday, but I don't know what we're going to do. If the weather is good, we'll go out and do something. If the weather is bad, we'll do something. Maybe karaoke or something. I don't know. Maybe we should do that anyways. I just don't like wasting a good day, you know what I mean? With karaoke. She wouldn't want to hear that. Alright, see you later, guys. Thanks for hanging out.